Good evening and welcome to another episode of 5 Games, 5 Minutes from acornelectron.co.uk. Rockpile is a colourful fruit machine simulator written in 1988. Now of course there are all manner of basic fruit machine simulators on the Electron already, where 3 identical symbols win big money. Rockpile takes this about 6 steps further. The rules of play are complex and often, as far as big money goes, it isn't about the symbols that you spin at all, it's more about the numbers printed next to them. There are 4 empty rock piles on the screen, and rocks start to build up on them depending on what numbers you spin. Getting 6 rocks on any pile triggers bonuses. Indeed, bonuses get triggered so regularly that you soon realise there's precious little strategy to Rockpile itself. You get holds, gambles and collects, nudges, free spins and multipliers, and every time you win something, you choose whether to allocate it to credits or to the bank. There's so much going on that the screen layout seems quite cluttered. Nevertheless, I think Rockpile's a lively little game, and definitely worth a look. This is the Ricky Gervais Show demo, which is based on the podcasts of, quote, Pointless Conversations, unquote, broadcast by Ricky Gervais, Stephen Merchant and Carl Pilkington in the late noughties. In turn, these podcasts became a TV cartoon, and then the Organ Grinders Monkey made this, a slideshow of images illustrating the famous "which one of us would you save?" question to Carl. Probably due to the simplistic image designs of the original characters, the graphics in this demo are amazing. Alas, the Electron doesn't have any form of sampled speech. Instead, at the bottom of the screen you get a commentary, in text, complete with the character's head, and this follows the script of the original podcast. Now there's nothing much to this demo of course. It was made with the idea that it could be run at a demo convention, and might attract a few people over to the BBC and Electron section. It lasts about 5 minutes, but those 5 minutes are funny, even if after they're over you don't want to watch it again for another few years. Tanks is a little known game from the pages of Your Computer magazine. In it, you take control of a tank placed in a maze of what look like giant dandelions. Your aim is to wipe out the other tanks patrolling the maze. The game involves 6 different keys. 2 are to rotate the tank clockwise and anti-clockwise, 45 degrees at a time. 1 is to roll forwards, 1 is to fire, and the other 2 move the turret. This is how a real tank operates, but there's a big difference. Real tanks put 2 men at the controls, 1 operating the turret and the other controlling the tank. In this game, however, you have to do everything yourself, but the enemy tanks have gotten rotating the tank in one direction and rotating the turrets in the other licked. To make things even more difficult, the game is extremely slow and it can take a long time to respond to key presses. There's also a real lack of variety, and after only a few minutes it feels fiddly, laboured and dull. So it didn't really endear itself to me. Hyperball is an excellent clone of the bat and ball type of game. You get an arena filled with blocks, and as you launch your ball at them, they disintegrate, sometimes releasing a tile that you can collect for a sticky bat, or other alternatives. But there are some additional features you won't find elsewhere too, so let's concentrate on these. Throughout play, bubbles of points drop through the arena, and when the arena is completed, you can enter a shop where you can purchase serious upgrades to your ship. These include cannons that can practically decimate a whole screen, hence making those bubbles definitely worth collecting. Hyperball is a zippy game that's smooth and extremely fair in collision detection. In fact, even without the shop feature, I go so far as to say it's easily the best bat and ball game for the Electron. With that shop feature, it's just phenomenally addictive. Play it now. Spectipede is a budget game from Mastertronic. As in all the other games of this type, your garden is under attack from spiders, slugs, bats, worms and a centipede. Unlike all the other games of this type, this version goes wrong from the get-go. Firstly, it has an unnecessary and incredibly stupid define your own fire button feature. Secondly, it's got spelling errors. And thirdly, it has a bug, by which I mean error, that kills you off every time you complete a single level. It seems to be that when you blast the last piece of caterpillar, instead of getting your just reward, the game kills you off instead. The only reason Spectipede doesn't get the buzzer is because it does have some decent options. High and low res games, fast or slow games, and of course the gameplay itself, which, crippling error aside, isn't too bad. But as the bug blasters go, any other clone is better than this.